Alright, we're back at the supercomputer factory with yet more work to be done on it. Clean up a bit here, and I'm hearing either a sphere or something that I did not. I thought we had everything around here, so where is it hiding? Shouldn't be anything down below. I mean, we've obviously done a lot of work around here, so I'm not sure where. It's got to be up here. Ah, yes. Be gone, rock. Nope. What do we got up here? Oh yeah, it's hiding in here.
Live, laugh,
hey.
consume.
If I can hold still for a minute. What, it's not going to let me get it?
Consume.
I guess I need to get rid of this too. There we go.
Play. Play. Play.
There. Now where's my factory? Down here somewhere. There we go. And down we go. Alright, down. There we go. Hi, buddy. Bye, buddy. Into the factory we go. To completely rebuild part of it. I keep revisiting this factory as I learn how to do new things and rebuilding it. Alright, so last time I was here, I rebuilt and expanded this and redid the signs. So we've got, we've got right here, we have the ore coming up from down there, all that. That's combined into this lane and that lane over there separately. Going down and feeding these lines of smelters. Making our ingots, combining them into one, which is going under and coming up over here, which is then feeding these assemblers to make wire, quick wire in particular. These are all running fully sped up. They're not doubled yet, but I'm maybe doing that today. That's what we're doing today, is we're going to, I think, we're going to rebuild, completely tear out this section and rebuild it, because right now I'm feeding it twice as much. Let's see if I can remember this. I'm giving it 360 per minute. These are currently running at 24 in per minute. And we got 15 of them running. We got 16 units here. We're only running 15 because of the math. Okay, yeah, so what I'm feeding them, and this is the maximum I can feed them with what resources I have from below the ore. So this input is maxed out, and because I'm running them all at they're overclocked to 200%, so that's as fast as I can run them as far as how much consuming. If I overclock them any farther, then they'll require more than the 360 that I can feed them. However, I can add a summer sloop here, of which I have exactly 15 apparently. I didn't even look at that. Well, I think that's a sign that that's what I should do today. I can double the output by putting one of those in each machine without having to increase my consumption. That will give me, if we go down to the other end, right now we're putting out 1800 a minute, which I am currently I would be consuming upstairs until I rebuild that. If I double that, I can output 3600 per minute. So basically the idea here is I can maximize my output from these 15 machines as well as this amount of space that I'm using. However, so right now, yeah, I better be careful how I phrase this. That's what my machines are capable of putting out right now. However, these belts, which is the biggest belt, the fastest belt we have at the moment, which is belt number Mark 5, can only do 780 per belt, if you look here. So, excuse me, 780 is less than half of that 1800, which would be 900. So my belts can't keep up with what the machines are capable of putting out. What I figured out yesterday, I think, is if instead of 2 lines of 8 here, well, okay, backing up. I want to do the maximum output I can, which is 3600. My belts can't handle that. However, after a little playing around, I found that 3600 divided by 5 will fit in my current belts. So if instead of, and I can only support 15. Yep. Scatterbrain here. Backing up. Right now in my 2 rows of 8, I have 16 machines, so I'm wasting a machine. I mean, I could just disable it or dismantle it, save some resources, and have the whole thing look weird. However, if instead of 2 rows of 8, I do 5 rows of 3, each one of those rows will be putting out 1 belt's worth, or almost 1 belt's worth of material. I can't combine those belts, but I can take, and if I did the math right the other day, right now I have 8 machines upstairs. If I expand that to 10 and feed each of those belts to 2 machines upstairs, that'll slightly increase the machines I have upstairs working on the next stage, which is the supercomputers themselves. Doggone, that's going to increase what I need for the other stuff too. And I'm already short. Oh well, someone else is building those factories, so that's for them to worry about. My goal here with this factory is to have it build as much as it can build, and if it doesn't get enough materials, then it doesn't get enough materials. But that way I don't have to rebuild the factory when we get new stuff or whatever. It's building as much as the resources I have can build. I can't, as far as I know, I can't increase output of mines any further. With there's no new stuff later that I can increase the output of the mines. I could be wrong, in which case maybe I'll have to rebuild this factory after all. But to the best of my knowledge, this is the best I can do, so I'm going to make the best of it. So anyways, so the goal today is to tear these 16 machines out and replace them with 5 rows of 3, each one outputting 2 within the capacity of a single belt. So with that introduction, let's see how much of a mess I can make and see how much I can break in the process. I guess first of all, I'm going to take out the input, and hopefully the machines will consume this so I don't end up with a whole bunch of crap in my inventory. In fact, I got stuff in my inventory I don't need, so we're going to take and drop a box over here somewhere out of the way. Organization box. Let's drop all of those in there. Let's drop, don't need that, don't want that, not going to need these or that. Or those. In fact, no, I'm going to keep those. I just don't want them right now. Where'd that go? There. Don't think I'm going to need the parachute for the moment, or that. Actually, I don't expect I'm going to need those for the moment, or those, or that. Okay, making room in my inventory. And then also, I can get rid of a few more things up here. Okay, I'm going to put it all the way upstairs. There we go. I don't need any of this stuff. I want those. Don't need those. That. That. I do need the rest of this. Okay. So this is my expansion floor. So this is where all that wire that I'm making downstairs is coming. And okay, I was wrong. I have 8 things up there. I have 4 things here, which I will expand to 5. Which is going to take all the room I have unless I rebuild this, which I absolutely don't want to rebuild that mess. I really don't. This here is it's taking my input there, which you can see coming in from the train, and splitting it into 2 outputs, 4-to-1. The 4 is here, and the 1 is down there. This goes upstairs, the 4 parts. The 1 part comes to these machines here. Oh crap. If I change this to 5 units instead of 4, that might screw up that ratio too. More math. Okay, back to maximizing things. Subsequent stages are irrelevant until I get to them. Maximize this stage first. Okay, so we're going to start by deconstructing the machines. Masking. Power line in the way. Machines out of the way, and then let's dismantle the power. I don't think I want to dismantle that one. And I want to take down these beams, which are a constant annoyance and are not going to be in the right place anyways. Oh, let's see, let's get rid of the belts. Oh, doing the shaky hand thing today, I guess. And get rid of the mergers. And the elevators. Oh yeah, that was intelligent. Took a lot of practice. Let's try this again. Mergers. Nope, not that one. Elevators. There now. Come on. Catwalk. Belts. Splitters. And let's see what odds and ends still need to be pulled out. A couple of beams. A couple of signs. Catwalk. And belt. I suppose that, because I'll leave that sign for reference. Odds are I can't move this as much as I'd like to. Odds are good that the hole is going to be in the wrong place. Oh, look at that. My sign is coming through the wall. I need to fix that. Okay, so from side to side this way we have 13. So if I use, let's see, the machines are, crap, brain dead. The machines use 1. If I put okay, one row of machines, if I do 1, 2, 3 machines, will take up 2 blocks this way total with their, do I have enough height here? Yes. With their, the machine plus inputs and outputs. The machine takes 1 block and the inputs and outputs will take a total of another block. So I have 13 blocks this way. If I take and put 5 rows, going 3 this way, by 5 rows of 3 this way. That'll use 10 of the 13 blocks, leaving me 1 over here and 2 down there for the stairs and logistics stuff. Let's see, and I want to leave at least 1 by the wall over there, and then 1, 2, 3, and that would leave me plenty here. Or I can leave 2 by the wall and go 1, 2, 3, and still have 3 spare here in the middle, which I think is what I'm going to do. Nope, we only left 1 on the side, so we're going to leave 1 on this side. Now that would mean, nope, because right up here above me is where that that mess is of breaking down from 1 input to the 1x4 output. The balancer mess. So I don't want my outputs to go straight up, which means I'm going to need room for a bus down this side for the 5 outputs. Where those will go, I won't know until I redo upstairs, but I'm going to need room for them. So we are going to leave 2 rows here, and then start our stuff here. That means the other thing is, do I do it the easy way or the hard way? What do we have here? We have, that is going to be tight, but I can do it. Do I want to do it that way? If I put a floor in here, where does it want to put it? It wants to put it there. Yeah, we can work with that. Okay, so that means, let's see, my overall input is here. Oh crap. I'm going to need to take, no, I do that easy enough, okay. I can do that a couple of ways. I was thinking, how am I going to split that 1 into 5? I mean, I can do a 1 to 5 balancer, but that's going to take up space, but I can probably do that right there if I want to, or I can just take that output straight and do a manifold system, so either way, doable. Yes, I'll talk and no do at the moment, but thinking it out before I do it and then have to redo it. And nope, I want my light. They really need better factory lights. I mean, they've got lights, but they're huge, and I mean, they're far too bright for a compact space like this. They need something a fraction of that size that is maybe a quarter of a, like 1 meter or 2 meter in size or something, that would be suitable to put a row in that would light this much space and not be overly bright. Yeah. Annoyances. One of these days I'll find some time and get into mod making and make some stuff that's actually decent. I was poking through mods this morning and there's some interesting looking stuff out there, but the writers of them seem to concentrate on some things and leave others half-assed, which didn't impress me much. Okay, so we are going to leave room for a extra output line out there for a bus. I'm hearing extra noises from somewhere. What am I hearing? Okay. Well, some weird noises going on. Must have been the train, but it didn't sound like the train. Okay, so our first one is going to go here. So here, there, and there. And in fact, yeah, I can count. Well, I say that now, but we shall see. If we're going this way, the machines will be here, here, and here. So that means I want, and we're going input over here, output over there. So inputs, I need splitters. That'll be splitters, and those are going to go, let's see, skip 1, 2, those are going to go there, there, and there, and then mergers going, yep, they're going away from me, there, 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 and connect everything else, and then I'm going to need one, two, no, 3, 4, 5. Come on. 3, 4, 5. That takes it right. That's not going to work. Actually, that will work just fine. We can do that. Besides which, we only need 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't need this top one, because one of the belts will be at floor level. So one at the floor level, one on there, 3, 4, and 5. And that will actually work just fine. Okay, so that's one set, and then we need to do this 4 more times. So we got splitters going that direction, 1, 2, 3, and we're at it. Every other set. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The old hands at the game already know what I'm doing, I suspect. 1, 2, 3. Now let's go back and do the mergers. come on. That is what I hate about using the hovercraft that I'm using. Because just about the time you get ready to drop something down, it moves the last tiny bit of its movement. And I want to go that way. That way. Done it. What I would really like to have is an undo. So I can undo the last whatever function I did. Be really, 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 really useful. Is there a mod for that? Alright, let's do belts. Lots and lots of belts. Belts. No, not foundation, belt. That is not quite what I had in mind. I said that is not what I had in mind. Most of the time, the game is very intuitive and does picks the right thing. Then there's those times where it goes off its rocker completely. Let's see. Eventually I'm going to move that, but that's good there. It'll remind me that I need to leave room. Okay. We have this. Now we are going to foundation 1 meter. And I want it to go there, not that one. Actually, I want it to go all the way down. And then again over there. And again over here. Then I need to put machines down. So constructors. These are going to go this is another time when I really, really, really don't like the hovercraft, but it's what I have to use for this. One there. Why isn't it? There we go. Snap a lane in. Snap there. And then rinse and repeat this for every block. There. There. Make sure they're all pointing this direction. There. Oh boy, I counted right. Something's very wrong. Now, here. And get rid of all the foundation. Hopefully only that foundation, not the ones below me, although I think the ones below me are 4s. Well, those are 2s. Interesting. Why did I go with 2s? Okay, and the reason for that is I need to put a whole bunch of elevators on. The reason I did it all this way is this way I do not have to come back and put belts in on any of these. All of these are put in. All of these will automatically link to both the machines and the splitters and mergers. So there's no, and if you watched my last stream, you saw me do this last night with the recycling rebuild. This lets the both ends of the elevator automatically tie to the machine and the mergers and splitters, and I don't have to put in any little tiny belts. What I haven't figured out yet is how to do this for the assemblers and manufacturers, but I'm sure there's a spacing to allow that too. Okay, make sure I got all of the elevators in, and I do, and then I can put the floor back. Let's see, it's 2, we want 1s, and we'll start down there, and we'll just put, actually I should have done that different. We'll put that in, and now I can zoom all the way down for 10, and I can zoom all the way down for 10. I can zoom all the way down for 10. Let me get rid of those. Now, all of this is connected. I don't have to mess with it. All of this is connected. I don't have to mess with it. I do, however, need to figure out power. Always power. And I do need to mess with inputs and outputs. Oh crap, and I need to program all these things. I'm going to program them first here. Okay, do I need to worry about power shards? Do I need to worry about alien remains? I don't worry about containers or biomass. Or the compounds, just I don't mess with this stuff much either, but we are making here the yes, we're making the deuterium wire. No, we are making quick wire. And we are doing 3 shards. And 1 sloop. And I just realized that I also have almost the exact number of shards. Although that's not surprising because all of these shards came from the ones I just picked up, and I'm putting down the same amount, save 1. So I guess that makes sense. Okay, now I'm going to copy that configuration. No, I'm not. First, I'm going to set the overclock too. Can't forget the overclock. And I've recently understood that I can, that's nice, I can type it in directly to get it exact. Ha! Okay. Done with that, and now I can copy that configuration and paste it to the other machines. Paste, 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 and last row, paste, paste, paste. Okay, so we've got them all configured. Now I need to do the inputs, which I think I'm going to do with just a row of splitters across here. Or do I want to, how will this work? I took that there and took a little bit black. That is a no-go. So we're just going to go with row splitters. If I put them here, they need to align to that. Okay, so I need them in that corner. Logistics, floor hole, we'll go there. And then at some point I'll go downstairs and do this one. Actually, while I'm at it, I'm going to do this to the floor hole properly, which I have never done before. And then I'll go downstairs and tie those together later. In the meantime, let's see, this is coming up. All of them are going that direction. That feeds into the inputs on these. And then we need the outputs on these, each to be separate. But they're all going to need to come down this direction somewhere, but I don't know where yet, and they'll need to go up there. So that's all I can do with this, and that went a whole lot faster than I thought, so maybe we'll get more done today than I thought. Haven't even been an hour yet. Well, that's terrifying. power. Let me see. We're going to use these. Let's see, my primary power is coming in down here. This is my power setup. Yeah, I gotta make sure I get this right. This is my internal power. This is actually external power, I believe. Must be, because otherwise I'd be connecting to it. So this, what I have, if I remember right, I'd have to look outside to be sure, but my power comes in down here, and to make it look right, I have it on the inside coming down here, and then if you look outside, there's a wire right there and right there which go down below where there's a couple of power switches. So one of these is my power coming in, and by the looks of it, it's that one there, and that wire going across. That goes down there to the switch. When that switch is on, then this line becomes active here, and that's what's going to those. And it looks like I need to take one of these. Why is that a double? Oh yeah, because that's okay. I do not want that. I want, what's this one? This one is a double or single? That's a single. Good, that's what I don't want the power line. I want the knob. Well, let mark 1. Yep, that's what I want. So I need to take and put another line down here somewhere. Need it to line up with, where's my knob? So it wants to line up with that, so I can, nope, you know what, we're going to line up with this. So we're going to go right there. Run a line down here to make sure I'm putting it the right one. That one. And we're going to do from there. Even with, or as even as I can get with. Looks like we're going right there. And from there down to the next one. And down to the next one. Down to the next one. And down to the last one. And then we're going to take and go from there to there, there to there, and there to there. That didn't work. So there. There we go. And the same on each of these. So we could go from number 3 to the knob, number 2 to the knob, number 1 to the knob, down. There we go. Oh crap. Okay, we're going to have to use, reuse Mark 3. Change, upgrade that to Mark 3. Upgrade that to Mark 3. Upgrade that to Mark 3. Mark 3. Mark 3. And the line from there over to, oh, it did do it. Oh, it's number 1. The first one here it was complaining about. There we go. So the far one middle one, and first one. Welcome whoever just joined. We're lining up power at the moment. After making a big mess. So what we've got is main input will come in here from down below, which is actually from there, which will go down below, come over here. And from there it will go to each of these splitters down this row, and then from here up to there into these machines, and then out of the machines down there, down this row of things, and out the other side, and repeat that whole thing for 5 different rows. Brief summary of what we've done so far. We had a different setup here which needed expanded for reasons, and so we had to tear it out and rebuild. And why do I have 2 reds here? Did these not get configured? They did not get configured. How did that happen? Any other reds? Yellows, 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 yellows. Okay. So that's all set. I guess they just need inputs and outputs now, right? Okay, so let's go downstairs and connect to this. So this is the old belt. The new belt needs to go from... Come on. Come on. You can... What are you... It's not accepting my hotbar. It's not... Why does it not like my hotbar? I broke it. My hotbar don't work. Fine. I won't use my hotbar. Mark 5 conveyor left. Coming down. Pointing that direction. And then going in like that. Actually, that is not going to work. Well, it'll work, but come on. There you go. Yeah, I put that hole in a rather interesting spot, didn't I? We're going to face it this way. That means that my belt... Why is my hotbar not working? That is not cool. That should have stuff running down it. Excellent. And because this is a manifold, it'll take a minute for stuff to fill up each of these rows. So most of the stuff is going to go down. So each of these splitters, if you don't know the game, splits evenly among all outputs. So for every one that comes down here, one goes in there as well. But there's a lot more stuff down here than there is in there. So these are going to be kind of thin for a few minutes while that fills up first. Once that fills up, then everything will come down here and start filling up each row slowly. That's the downside of manifolds. But as long as your input is full, manifolds will remain balanced. As long as you have enough to supply everything, it'll just take a minute to buffer up. If, however, your input is not sufficient to always keep everything full, then manifolds is not the way you want to go. You want to go with a balancer. That way everything gets, even though it won't be full all the time, everything will get an even amount, and you'll get a better steady output. I don't even want to try to explain the math, but I know it works. Since I have a not quite unending amount of stuff, and it is strictly by the numbers, I know exactly how much I have coming out of there. And I know it is exactly enough to feed all these machines. Manifold will do just fine. Outputs. I can't really do the outputs until... I can't do a manifold on the outputs for those who just joined. I can't do the same manifold on the outputs because my belts, each of these rows will put out enough to fill one of my belts. So if I connected all of these onto one belt, I'm going to be restricted to a little more than one row's worth of output, and the rest are just unnecessary. So I need actually 5 belts that come down at least part way here, and they're going to go up above. Don't mind that hole there. They're going to go up above in 5 different locations, somewhere in the neighborhood of there. Well, basically not quite in line with each of these rows, though we can press down to this end, and that's actually where we are going to go next. I expected this to take a lot longer. Okay, this is where I was coming down. No, that's where all of it was going up before, isn't it? Because that's why this sign is here. So that's where everything was going up before. Okay. Can't do anything else there, so I gotta go upstairs next. So up here, and this mess here is why I can't go directly in this corner, although, oh, there, see these? These are the tips of the indicator lights from the machines downstairs. I thought I had enough room where they wouldn't be coming up. Oh well. We can ignore those, right? We don't see those. We don't see those at all. We don't care. I really don't want to tear all that up. This is a balancer for the plastic that's coming in. There goes the train right there. Actually, that train, what color train is that? Was that the gray one? That's taking the AI limiters, which are actually what I'm doing right here. That is taking some of these AI limiters, because this is making more than I need, so I am taking and exporting some of them. So I need to figure out, oh boy, don't know about this math. Right now, that's 4 out of 5, this is 1 out of 5. But that ratio is based on 4 machines here. Wow, I did not put how much that is, did I? I have this sign. I didn't put a sign for the other one, did I? Okay, let's see where I'm getting my numbers from, and then I can go from there. So I have min 112, max 210. I'm assuming that's over underclocked. These are fully overclocked at the moment without a multiplier. I'm eating 300 a minute. I can put out, or no, eating 300, eating 70. So that, okay, so that's 70 or 28. So 70 times 4. Why isn't it doing the math? Everything's broke for me today, apparently. Do I do? There we go. So there's the 280 if I'm at 70. What was the other? 28, wasn't it? Yep. So 28 times 4. Wow, I can type too. It's 112. That's why the, where's my, that's the 112 to 210. So if the 112 is if I'm not accelerated at all. The 210 is, so at minimum those 4 machines want 112. At maximum those 4 machines want 210. Put another sign down here so to keep track of my math. $28 at X1 or 70. That full thing. Times 5 machines means I'll use my own calculator here. 28 times 5 is 140. Or 70 times 5 is 350. What did I say? 70 times 5 is 350. Okay. That doesn't explain where I got the 4-to-1 ratio. Because that there is using 1 part out of 5, and I'm sending 5 parts up top. So let's go see how much those want. those want what do we have, 28 at minimum, so just under twice. Okay, that makes sense then. So this up here wants just under twice as much as down below per machine. And there's twice as many machines. So this ultimately wants 4 times as much as down below, assuming I don't change the ratio, the number of machines ratio. So if I turn the ones downstairs into 5 instead of 4, then I'll want to add 2 more up here, which well, I can, and actually I could probably add another 8, although that'd be really tight. When I built this, I didn't know how to compact all this. Now I know how to do all of this that's taking up the middle of the floor. I can make that take up basically the space of one lane. Basically it just compresses it all this way, so each of these rows is directly above each other. And that would allow me to put a whole nother set of 8 in here, but I won't be able to support that many. So what I'm probably going to do is this bin and stuff that I have down here will instead give me room to put one more manufacturer this way to allow for 10, and I'll use the extra space that will be over here to put the sink and the extra bins and stuff. But that means I get to rip all this down too. Ooh, you know what? Ew. Yeah. Anyone else see the problem yet? Note, I say problem, but this is why I like this kind of game, is solving these problems. So, in the floor below, what we just did, we will have 5 outputs that will stretch. Well, right now they're spread roughly evenly across the length of this. Because of this, I can't bring anything up in this corner. Or can I? I actually could, because my outputs come out into this lane, and as long as I stay away from this belt, I could bring things up in this lane, either to this level or to the next level. Well, we're not going all the way up to the next level. The stuff from downstairs is going to these machines. So I'm not moving that stuff. I'm just not. I mean, I could if I absolutely had to, but I do not need to. I will make this look ugly first if I have to, but I don't. Yeah, we are going to need to bring those. Can I put 5 of these in here? Which also is a matter of what's the output of 5 of these going to look like. A fully accelerated 70 a minute doubled would be 140 a minute per times 5 is 700, which will still fit on the current belt. So I can put all of this upstairs with a single belt, which saves a lot of concern. You know what? I cannot double these at the moment because I don't have any more sloops. Oddly, I should not have any more. I should have only 3 shards in my pocket here too. Why do I have more? Because I put all the shards I had in my pocket before tearing downstairs into that bin that's down. I put all my shards with everything else in here before I tore everything down. What the heck? Oh, in this bin. And I'm looking in here and go, where are all my shards? My shards are over here. So I put them all in here before I tore everything down, so I should only have the shards that were in the machines that I tore down. And then I put the shards back in all of these machines. Aha! I know why. Because only this first one has all 3 shards in it. And I can actually take that out because I don't need it. So what I have here is the 3 from the one. Remember, I had 16 machines to start with. I now put down only 15. So what I have here is the spare shard, or the 3 spare shards from that one machine, plus the 15 shards that are no longer in the machines, making 18. That's what I have there. So we're all good. Just want to know that everything is right by the numbers. Because if I don't, something's going to be screwed up and I'm going to wonder later what the crap is screwed up. Not that I'd ever screw up anything. No, that would never happen. Nope, never do that. Okay, so I need to take this apart and make 5 machines and then figure out where I need to bring the stuff downstairs up. Let's see. Each of these machines takes just over 1 tick more than 1 block. I have a little bit of room down here. Let's see, this is going to come in through here. Actually, it's not. We're going to redo this completely. But it'll come up at that corner somewhere. And it'll go over there. So I can move these down here just a bit if I want to, or I can expand over here. What kind of room? Well, you got room to just plop one down. I don't got to move anything. Can't argue with that, can I? Since I have room, I'm not going to move anything. Why would I move anything? Okay, now then. Let's take care of power first. So let's grab one of these and put it right about there. And wire from it down to there. And down to here. Why? Oh, stupid. Figures. Standard me. Let's put it this way. So it's aiming the right direction. Let's grab one of these again and try lining it up again. Right about halfway in between those two spots. Now we can put those quite where you want them. Good enough, it works. Now we're going to copy the config. Whoops. Copy that configuration, paste it over here. These are at the moment fully accelerated but not doubled. I'll do the doubling later. All of these. Okay, here's something else. I do not want to tear this down and redo it. I really, really do not. So we're going to go with what we have. I don't need any more space. I don't need to save any space or anything, so we're going to go with what we have. This, make sure it's aimed the right direction. There. Add the belt. So we're just appending this onto the end of everything. Taking the belt here. Why do we have... It's got to go the other direction. This one is coming from that direction. That's what this is. This line is taking the stuff from down below. It'll come up in that corner and then reconnect here. But this top one is going that direction because it's coming from my balancer down there. And for this, I'm going to have to take a splitter and snap it on top of here. Make sure it, come on, I know you can do it. Snap, come on, snap, snap. You're not going to snap either. Just my whole computer, my whole thing is not wanting to work today. You can snap, come on, you can snap. Why will you not snap? Why will you not snap? See, you'll snap there. Why won't you snap on the belt? That is so annoying. Come on, snap. See, you'll snap there. If I put one below you, will you snap to it? How about this? Now will you snap? But it will now. No. Why will it snap? If I come over here, it snaps immediately there. No problem. Why won't it snap to this one? There's nothing over here. Why does it snap to one and not the other? That does not make sense. It refuses. I mean, I can go by that, but there's a little bit of space where that is still there, and that then won't line up the belt. Why won't it snap? That does not make sense to me. I can put one of these down below, which is the only difference between why it'll snap to, well, it was snapping to this one. And now it won't snap to that one either. What the heck? Game does not like me at all today. It's not. Well, it sounds like my neighbors are having fun. Or not. Sounds like they're screaming at each other again. It's that time of year, right? I guess I should be thankful I have neighbors or something. Is that it? Is that how it works? Well, it's technically lined up, but it's not correct. But I'm not going to sit here and play with it if it's not going to work, so. It accepted it. It'll line up. Why do I have the smart splitter in here? I know why, but I don't know why they're split up. I don't know why they're configured that way, but I do know why they're here. How are these ones set up? Yeah, that's how they're all supposed to be set up. Let's see, we're going... The idea with the smart splitters is... And actually I should have done it differently downstairs. The smart splitters, because I have them set with overflow down the middle, will force everything, instead of going one there, one there, one there, one there, it'll take and force everything to the first one to fill up the first one quickly, and then everything to the next one to fill it up quickly, and so on. I'm not sure there's really a benefit for that, but that's how I'm doing it currently. Double checking here. All right. So that should actually all be done. These are all, I tied the bottom one in. Got bottom one's tied in, top one's tied in. Output is tied in. Whoa, hello. Server jump. Where did it jump me? So the output is tied in. So this is, yeah, limiter's output. This is the quick wire from down below, which I now need to bring up, and I want to bring it up in the middle of the first block out from the end wall. And Guess we need to go back downstairs to do that. Okay, so nope, can't do that. That was the whole point. This output this is the output. This is the AI limiters. Okay. The AI limiters. Okay, the output of downstairs. No. What is this? Quick wire and plastic. Okay, this is the quick wire from downstairs. This is the quick wire. Oh crap, I am gonna have to take all these out. Doggone it! This is the stage where I cannot bring this quick wire up in one belt. I have to do it in 5. That's why I added the 5th one of these. But these are all putting out on this side. Interestingly, I'm sending them upstairs on this side. So it is not necessarily a bad thing if I turn all these suckers around. Except that the plastic is configured to come out this way. Lovely. I mean, I can crap the plastic out the other side just as easy. That's so not a big deal. Why didn't one of you that's watching yell at me? Tell me I was doing it backwards. I mean, it's not like I've explained everything I was doing. That means I'm going to have to redo the power, which means I get to take this stupid frickin' beam out. The beam is great if I have something like an open ceiling or whatever, but when I have a ceiling that's right here, I'm just going to put those things right on the ceiling, because with the beam there, I can't be at full height with the hovercraft and move around. Okay, so, okay, that upper and lower wire there is bugging me, so I got to go outside and check and see, make sure how I did that. Eek! Hey. Doggone, this is a pretty landscape. Okay, so where's my power coming in? Should be coming in from this tower. It is coming in here on the foundation. It is going over to the hyper tube, and it is coming down to the middle pole here. The middle pole is going to the main power switch here. And this is just a regular power switch. I need to change this to a priority switch, but that ain't happening right now. The output of this, so the switched power for this factory is going to this pole, which is going down there, which goes down to the miners, which are all the way down in a cave. That was a fun adventure. And the switched power here is going up here. Okay, so the switched power is that. Oh, okay. So the upper line is the switched power. The lower line is for lights. That's a light control panel, which is also coming from the switched power. So this is also switched, but it is lights only. It is meant to be lights only. It's really just on the power switch, but it has some extra controls on it. So I actually do want to tie those machines to the upper rail, and the other rail is for adding lights in there later, which I actually probably won't do, but the control structure is here anyways. Okay, so I'm glad I came out here and looked at that. That means that I do not want this wire, at the moment at least, or this. And what are these? Are these just wall outlets? Okay, these aren't going to anything outside. These are intact, so I just want one of these, not a power line. I want one of the power buttons, and I want it on this line right here, and I want it on the upper rail, which is right there. And I actually do not want that one, and then we'll connect that to the series. And for over here, I do not want these connected to this. This should be a one, yeah, that one's outside. One of these is outside. That one's outside. This one is not. Where do I want? I want this one in the middle. So we're going to take that out. Actually, I shouldn't have done that because I want wall 1 here. Then I want to come from that one, which is where it comes in from outside. I want it to go from there and into this row. That one is for lights. Okay, these are all powered. I've got power sorted. I think what I'm going to do, no, what I need to do now is mark where these go upstairs and mark where I need the stuff to come up from down here. This means I need to take all of this down, not this stuff. And we're going to remember that this first machine lines up in the middle of the 2 blocks and go from there. Okay, taking stuff down. Dun, 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 dun. Taking down those. Take down belts. Take down lifts. What are these? I'm assuming that's something from downstairs, but then why are they not aligned? It's not something poking through from downstairs. What is it? Aha! Okay. I don't know why there's crates here, but I don't know why my inventory isn't full. Well, that's interesting. Oh, there was more than one crate there. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, now I gotta go upstairs and clean out some of my inventory again. In case you wonder, the whole point of this canister here is so I can dump stuff I don't need into the awesome. And there's nothing I can usefully do with all of this stuff. One more thing, clean up inventory. How many tickets we got sitting in here? Oh, someone else has been in here and collected all the tickets. Oh, I don't need them. I got 50 sitting in my own inventory, so. Okay, came up here to empty inventory. I wonder how long those boxes have been sitting there. I'll bet they've been there for a while. Alright, tear down some more stuff. Belts. Belts, 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 belts. All the belts. Oh, okay, most of the belts. And it looks like I missed a belt. And and that. And we'll figure out later where that line has to go. But for now, let's see how much of this goes. Well, what do they want? Okay, hold on a minute, guys. Yeah, your timing sucks, you know that? Yell at me in an hour. One of these days I'll learn to turn off assorted means of contact when I'm streaming. Problem is, it's about time I do that at the time that I will need to have one of those notifications. Which is kind of why I don't turn them off. And what I didn't make note of, I made note of where I want the first one to align here. I did not make note of where I want it to align this way. But I think it's going to be on that line. Let's find out. Production, assembler, we want them input on that side. And that hitbox is about the dumbest hitbox I've ever noted. We're going to put it there, and I want it aligned over here like that. And yeah, we're going to go with that, I think. Oh, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. That is not what I wanted. Okay, so you're going there, and then we're going 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm going to have holes that are, let's see how this works, 2 there, there, and there. Then I can put these there, 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 there. I will never learn that. I will never learn that. I know it, and I will never learn it. When I'm not snapping to a device, I need to make sure I get the direction the thing is going. What I never can remember is that what they're pointing to, no, I do want it that way. Right? Yeah, I had it right. belt connects this time. No, the belt will not connect. Why? Invalid shape. What the heck? Oh, for whatever reason it doesn't think it's straight. I have to go to the default mode. Okay. Fine. Picky, 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 picky. Apparently the vertical level is off a little bit for some reason. And then the other one, those are smart splitters. It's these, and they need to be going that direction. Boom, 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 boom. That is to be this belt here. I'm kind of tempted to put it through the middle here, but at least for the moment, what I'm going to do is simply that. Overflow, 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 overflow. Okay, that should be going into the machine switch. What are we making? We're making the AI Limited. We're making the plastic AI limiter. And we are doing these fully overclocked. And now I'm getting confused again because these are the AI limiters. Ah, okay. So from here, yeah, limiters go upstairs somewhere, where they are used for the manufacturers, and then any excess is going down and underneath the floor down there and out to the train. That's what's going on there. So this, I guess, is going to be, I guess we're going to do, why do you like to do that? The server has a lag for some reason. We all notice it, so it's not any one of us, it's the server, but we don't know why. Merger, so that's here. And this is merger, and it needs to go that direction. Boom, 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 boom. Why is that last belt crooked? Why is that different? What the hell? Okay, so now the question is this one sunk into the pavement, or are these raised up off of it? Looks like those are all raised up off of it. Why in hell? Oh. I'm not positive, but I suspect they're raised up off the ground because of that little nib from the machine down below. I'm not certain, but that's what I suspect. Anyone want to bet? I wouldn't think so, but I don't see any other reason for them to be raised up off the ground. What the hell? There's nothing else in there. Okay, I gotta see this. Let's see what happens when I put one of these machines down out here. So the idea here is, what is normal? If there is any such thing as normal. So it looks like normal is for those feet to be sunk into the ground, which seems kind of weird, but that appears to be the normal setup for those. Which means, for some reason, those nubs are pulling these up off the ground. Weird. Oh well, everything links up. I don't care. I am not going to worry about it. Okay, so these are outputting this direction. I need to figure out where that needs to go upstairs. Used to go upstairs over here, somewhere or other. Yeah, so I'm going to need to change that somewhere, somehow. We've got the inputs. We need to go downstairs now and get the inputs to each of these. That is our next thing to do. So, well, this last one lines up perfectly, which is actually not a bad thing. So, that will come down here. That one is being fed. So we should be able to go upstairs and that one should be working. Let's double check all this. And maybe not. What do you think? Think these things want some power? Where are the nubs to power these? Right there, okay. So they are at the front of this. So they're on this line, right there. Almost in the right spot. But we're going to grab you. Grab that line, put another one right here, and take that one off. And then we're going to use these wires, put like this. And work our way along here, and looks like right on the lines, right on this line. So one there. Well, no, each of these is going to be different, isn't it? So it's going to be 2 ticks down from the one before it. So from there, going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Nope. So from there, we want there. And then we want there. Come on. There. Then we go from there to that one. 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 And from there to that one. That's the one that's in the weird spot. Let's try putting one down. That looks better. And that one immediately powered up. So we know everything is flowing. And now we go back down here. And go to the next one. So our hole is here. This one we need to aim this way. And then we'll just bring that one out. And hopefully we can, we're not going to be able to. Crap. See, this next one comes down here. But the next one comes down here before this one, so they'd have to cross each other. So 1, 2, 3, we've got 2. So what I am I'm going to do for all of these simply because that's just it. Thing is, it doesn't make sense to do it for that first one. Let's see how this turns out. We're going to go with no. Okay. So let me think. I'm going to end up with a headache thinking this much, but if I have this one, yeah, okay, so we're going to do this one all the way down. This one is going to be, we're going to try it with 2 ticks up. One, 2, 3, 4 ticks up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ticks up. Now this here can easily come out here like I had it before. This one actually I could take all the way to the ground. And then the others don't have to be so high, because it's not going to clip with that, at least not enough to worry about. Come on, go. There we go. And see, that was That's server delay. That's what we're fighting with on the server. Okay, so this one all the way down. 1, 2. All the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how that is. Now, this one can come all the way down. This one is going to have a stackable and go from there. We're just going to go directly to the stackable. I don't know how far up I can. We're good with that. And then the next one will be I guess I'm going to have to nudge it to get it to go there. 2 up. And then 1 up. So that's going to be from here to here, from there to there, from there to there, and from there in. What the hell? Why do I have nuggets on these? I'm missing something, obviously. Those are going in the first one. What the hell? Why do I have... How do I have nuggets, ingots, whatever, on the output? How? on both of these middle ones, but just them. Not the first one. I mean, I have a good idea what's going on, but I'm not sure how it would happen. The only way this is going to happen is that somewhere a belt got stuck, and I can see it right there. Don't know how. Aha! I do see how. Well, that's crazy. Did this one do the same thing? Nope, just that one. Oh, while I'm at it, it's that one right there that's wrong. Okay, and now these two. Now I gotta clean up the mess. That's gonna get stuck upstairs, but that we can fix upstairs. Okay, all fixed. In theory. Now, all of those are going upstairs. Except for the two of them that I need to clean up. Let's see. I've got to clean up this one. this one. Alright, they all appear to be working. Now, where am I putting the AI limiters? They gotta go upstairs. Oh, the AI limiters were coming here. That's why. Okay, so that's why there wasn't a thing over there. So they're going up here. Well, all that's going to change too, because we're going to change all this configuration up here. So we're not going to want probably not going to want them coming up right there. So I don't know where I'm going to put this output. So I am not going to put that output, and I think I'm going to close the stream with that, and we will continue. Let's see, tomorrow's Sunday, so not tomorrow, but possibly Monday. We will see. We will see what tomorrow and Monday bring. But I think I'm going to close out for tonight, and we will see you hopefully with the next stream. So at least we got this much working, which is a lot more than I thought I'd get done tonight. Alright, let's close with a nice view of the outside. And we will see you tomorrow, or whenever.